Hello? ANSA? Are you there? You're a bit garbled, ANSA. ANSA, will you answer? Answer. Ah, there we are. Greetings, hello. How are you? I am Colonel Nevzat from the Saffron One, and I just have one question for you. It might come a little shocking, it might be a bit shocking to you, but that question is this. Are you my universe? So please, type in the chat if you're present so that I can see who's all accounted for. Golly, it's jolly good to be seen. I need to wind up the drive. Just give it a little wind up, not a big wind up, because that... There we are. See, a large wind-up got us into this snafu in the first place, didn't it? Oh, yes. So I'm going to check the chat now and see if I am indeed in my own universe. Oh, dear. No, I don't believe so. I don't see little Nigel, or little Neville and Nesbit, or there's no sign of Wallace Kinderbums. Oh, dear me. Everyone keep calm. Here's what has been occurring. I've been bopping around universes for, about 150 years. Or, a week or so, depending on, where your seat at the old math table is. Oh, but it's been quite stressful. We've been bopping around universes. It's quite crazy. I'm still altering formulas and checking systems. Oh, no, we're not beaming out quite yet. It's not stalling yet. But I suppose I should start by defining exactly what got us into this mess in the first place, this old snafu. You see, it had to do with dark matter. That was the first sign, you see. See, dark matter is sort of a theory of a kind. It's our best way to explain gravitational anomalies, little snafus of rubber band pulls of galaxies and planets, Oh, it's quite lovely. Oh, goodness. But it looks as though I'm almost out of time, about ready to jump to another universe. All right, listen, because we're experiencing multiple URs. I need you to carry a message to the next Nevzat. Will you do that for me in the chat? Please, someone, just mention Einstein's train platform. I'll say it again, Einstein's train platform. Oh, yes, the engine is stalling. I'll see you another day, perhaps. Cheerio! Yo, ANSA! Yo, ANSA, you out there? Come in! Are you there? There you are. Hello, I'm Seaman Nevzat from the Clove 2. And I just have one question for yous. Are you my universe? So, I just want to know I'm the only survivor aboard the Clove 2. Everybody else is gone. I was shucking potatoes over in the galley, and I don't know, I better wind her up. I was shucking potatoes, you see, and I don't know, there might be something in, the starches that sort of kept me alive a bit. All right, I'm going to go down into the chat right now. I'm just going to look down in the chat, and I'm going to see, if this is my universe here. No, there's no, I don't see little Jimmy P or Polly S. Polly or Smitty Bumcakes. There's no pork face in the chat. You're not my universe, are you? No, you're not. I see someone's mentioned Einstein's train platform. Yeah, Einstein's platform. Thank you for mentioning that. Godspeed, Jack, and little Ricky Coates. It's good to know you. Nice to meet you. I salute you. Yeah, I know Einstein's train platform is, was a very basic sort of things in, when I was in, space class. It was, I think it was, it wasn't space class 101, it might have been 103, 104, it was a little more advanced, but we had to take all of those things, even potato shuckers like me. So yeah, Einstein's train platform is, it's a bit of a thought experiment, right? Are you familiar with it? Well, I'll let you know. I'll fill you in. How's that? So the way it goes is this: is like there's a person standing on a platform, train platform in his day. It could be a space platform. That's what I'd like it to be, right? But it's a train platform for all intents and purposes. And he's standing there. It could be a she, could be I'm gonna just say gender neutral person is on a platform, standing on a platform, and that's me, right? That's where the my ship, the Clove 2, is coming from, and lightning strikes on either side of this individual. Now it's not close lightning. Don't just take a deep breath. It's not. Don't rile up your feathers or nothing. I mean, it's far enough away, this lightning, so that this person doesn't get burned. Okay, but they feel it in their ears, right? Like the ear hairs are standing up a little bit, right? So yes, but it's at the same time. So both ear hairs are like boom at the same time, right? So, and that's that. And so okay. So what is this? So you are on a train. Or a spaceship, in this case a train, and you are coming towards the platform, and you're going really fast, like almost like really fast, like almost the speed of light fast. I mean, like you're going about as fast as when I'm shucking potatoes. I'm going like almost the speed of light. I can barely see, my fingers. That's how fast it is. So my question to you is, what do you see? In terms of the lightning, what do you see? What is your perspective on the engine is cutting out here. I'm about to jump to another universe reality. All right, everybody, you take care. You be good. Everybody's fine, right? Hello, ANSA, do you read? You are not very clear. You are sort of like a lot of dirt in a very big mud puddle. But somebody put some white stuff in there. There we are. Hello, I am theorize Nevzat of the Cherry Gun One, and I have a question for you. Are you my universe? I'm going to look down into the chat. Oh, I need to wind up. I'm going to wind up the engine just a little bit, not a whole lot of a bit, because that's what got us into trouble in first place. There we go, there we are. And then I'm looking in chat now. Yes, this has been happening for a very long time. No, this is not my universe. I do not see Sergeynichka. I do not see Igor Groznica. Malyentkaya babushka is not even present. It is good to see who is down there. Very, very nice to meet you and everything, but this is not good. Listen, I will explain problems because I like explaining problems, and I find people don't explain problems very much. They just sort of assume, right? I'm not going to assume anything. The problems are these. We got into a couple situations. First thing that went wrong was I see simultaneity is in here. Yes, Einstein's train platform. Yeah, well, this will explain the origins of how we got into this mess in first place. The first problem was the Broccoli menagerie. If you recall from last time you were here, it was calibrated for dark matter, but in Narf space we have rainbow matter. Now, rainbow matter is sort of, well, it's very different, but also similar to dark matter. It's just got a very much prettier name. Because Dark matter does not sound good. It sounds like, something that jumps out at you when you're sleeping in your bed, or like a bug crawling on you. It's gross. Whereas rainbow matter, that sounds much better, yes? So, the broccoli menagerie was, calibrated for that. That kind of screwed things up, right? So then, what happened next in the formulas was we went to the I am possible drive. Well, we took those little glowy sticks, right? Those little glowy sticks, the twinkle stopple cards. We put those into the other mechanism, the I am possible imaginable identity mass possibility components there. And well, they just kind of tripped things up, They tripped things up. That's a part of the ship that takes all of the calculations. It's sort of like weather prediction software, It takes all the possibilities and then it sort of puts them in a blender, like my grandma's potato soup, and sort of blends it. It's really chunky until she blends it together, and then you eat it. It's really good. In this case, it spits out a possibility that is the best possibility, the best potato soup possibility. Anyway, we put the twinkle sparkle, the stopple cards, the glowing rods into the other, and it tripped things up. Tripped things like Sergei used to tie my bootlaces together without me noticing. I was like looking up at the stars, dreaming of space, and then I would go to walk and I would trip and fall on face. This is Russian humor, very Russian humor. There is very little that is funny in Russia unless you have hurt your face. So, I've explained the problems, yes? I believe there is clear. So clear that even my babushka, my Ruskaya babushka, my Malenkaya babushka could understand. Okay, we are about out of time. I believe I've got this predicted to where I can count down to when the next jump is. Be ready for the next universe reality in 3, 2, 1. Okay, looks like a little. Tasman angry. Tasman angry. This is no good. This is all just a rip-off of Are You My Mother by P.D. Eastman. Are You My Universe? Oh, I'm gotta wind up. Grumpy, wind up. This shouldn't be Are You My Mother. This should be a takeoff on The Ugly Duckling. The Ugly Duckling is more apropos, don't you think? It's a mother sits on an egg, a big egg, and all the other eggs have hatched, and this big one hasn't, but she waits for it, and finally it hatches this really ugly duckling, and she's like, I want to love you, but you're really ugly. And so she takes it to the farmhouse and says, hey, accept this thing, it's ugly, and they aren't very nice to it, so it runs away. It finds a house with an old woman who's almost blind, and two animals. I think there's a cat, and I think there's, a monkey or something, and the monkey, they're like, you're ugly, but hey, you can stay with us, but don't expect us to like you or anything. And so then it's like, he's like, that's the only thing I got at this point. So the Ugly Duckling's like, okay. And then they sit there, and after a couple days, the Ugly Duckling wants to go out into space because it just water. It wants water, right? And the water is really cold, and they're like, you're not only ugly, you're crazy, because nobody wants water in the winter especially. And it goes, I'm gonna have enough of this. So it goes out into space, the lake, and it gets in the water, and it feels pretty good, but it's also like icing over, and so it has to paddle a bunch so that it doesn't freeze over the duckling, the Ugly Duckling. And then spring comes, and these other, it melts, and then these other birds are flying over. These like beautiful swans are flying over, and they look down. They go, "Hey, you're one of us. You're a swan. You're a beautiful swan. I'm a swan. I'm a swan. I'm a swan. I'm Tavzan, the swarm of the mugwort. The mugwort." sick of this universe. You're way too happy.
Of the Juniper Inhabited, the Pepper Sneeze 3. I am Dilly Wobbles Nevzat. Are you my universe? Let me look. Oh no, there's no pinchy roller. No rolls and roly. Dan Dario Dilly Chalmers. I don't sit the front pitchin. Oh, I must dilly the gugger frill froms and torgle the grand flubros. Oh, find my universe. Oh dear, oh dear.
Meow. Ah, you're fuzzy. Meow, you're coming in. ANSA, you coming in? Do you hear me? Yeah, this is Bugsy Nevzat of the Juniper One. Yeah, you my universe? No, I don't see it. No, I don't recognize any of these names. Yeah, you're in your own universe, Mr. Little Tommy Jewel. Well, we're all in our own universes, in our own, theoretical universes, I suppose. But I don't see any Little Shorty or Knuckles McGee in here. No, there's no Yahooty or Polly Biggles. There's no Polly Biggles. This ain't mine. Meow. This ain't duck soup, baby. No. We have hit the skids, boyo. But there's no point in dragging your rear axle. Nah, we gotta sweat this out. Oh, nuts! I've been beating my gums all this time and I forgot to wind up the drive.
Hello, ANSA. ANSA, do you read? You're fuzzy, ANSA. ANSA, I've been searching for you forever. Hello. I'm Commander Nevzat of the Basil One, and I just have one question for you. It's gonna sound strange, and I'm sure you haven't been asked this question at all today, at all. Are you my universe? I'm going to check down in the chat right now, and I'm going to see if I recognize anyone here. There's little Jenny Jodhpurs, little Jenny JJ. Oh, and there's little Godspeed. Little Godspeed Jack, you know I love you. And little Ricky C, and there's Tommy J. These are sight for sore eyes. I better wind up the engine, but this is the place, isn't it? This is my universe. All right, let's just give this a little startup here. Hopefully the last startup we'll see. I have this baby running on the emergency manifolds, but I'm going to switch that over to the permanent energy drive. Connect it back into the broccoli menagerie. And yes, the I am possible. Systems, that's what got us into this sticky wicket in the first place, but... Oh yes, and I see that you've got Einstein's train platform. Hi, Commander. Well, hello, little Commander. That maybe means something that it shouldn't mean. Yes, Einstein's train platform. I'm so happy that the other Nevzats have realized this, because I realized it several universes ago. Yes, indeed. Do you have any answers as to what the lightning strikes would be like from your perspective, coming down the train upon the person, the second one second? And then if you're traveling away, you're going to see this one closest to you first, and then the other one second. And that is Simultaneity. That's the experiment. It has to do with perspective. Now, perspective is something that we can all use, right? We all have our own perspectives, like I have my perspective here on the platform. Hold on just 1 minute now. I think I've just had a realization phenomenal. I'm not on the platform, you're on the platform. I'm the one on the train flying at the speed of light. It's obvious. It's obvious. How could we not have realized that? I'm glad that I figured this out so I can input this formula into the broccoli menagerie in the I Am Possibility Drive. And here we go. But this is a good lesson for all of us to learn. We all have our perspectives, but it's very good to think of other people's perspectives sometimes, because one could learn a lot by that. Who knows? Maybe you have more in common with that other perspective than you thought. Well, things seem to be running rather normally. Yeah, the old Basil One here hasn't stalled at all. I've heard it reset once. It folded and we're off to Werndoald successfully once again after many snafus. All right, I'm confirming now that we are very close to Werndoald. Yes, in fact, I believe if I timed this exactly correctly, I might be able to time this so that we are landing at the next transmission time. That's right, next Saturday. Next Saturday, at this same time, this same ANSA channel, you will be witnessing the landing of the Basil One on Werndoald. Oh, I'm excited, I'm so excited. I'd be commenting on my britches, but honestly, I'm just wearing this spacesuit. There's no britches here. All right, everyone. Little Ricky, little Jackie. I'll see you next week. I salute you. Till then, I'll see you in space. Goodbye, friends.